Okay, this video is going to teach you how to personalize a lighter with engraving. So the first thing you need to do is find the item that you want to be engraved. So let's say you're buying a birthday gift for your friend John. So the first thing you do is you find the lighter you want to order. So let's say I want to order this Zippo Satin Chrome lighter. Click on the lighter, and on the product page, this is the area that you're going to personalize the product with engraving. So where you personalize the product with engraving is where it says personalize this product with free engraving. You select yes, and when you scroll down, you'll be able to see that this item actually comes with 2 lines of free engraving. So one thing just to mention is just the fact that it has 2 lines. Some people get confused, oh, it's 1 line for one lighter and it's the second line for another lighter. It's actually these 2 lines are on just one item. So it's only one item that applies for these 2 lines. So okay, let's say you're ordering this for your friend John for his birthday. The first thing that you want to do, like either you can enter their initials, their name. For in this case, we'll just enter his name, John. And for the fonts, we could play around which font we want to use. So let's just test out Old English, preview it so we have an idea what it's going to look like. Okay, let's say, okay, I'm not too crazy about that font. Let's try Helvetica. Okay, that's what Helvetica, Parisian. Okay, I still think I like that Helvetica font best, so I'm going to go with that. Okay, and so that's your first line of engraving. Now for your second line, you can enter whatever you like. Since it's his birthday, I want to enter his birthday. His birthday's on July 4th. So we'll do July 4th, 2012. And we'll choose a font. And for the second line, you could choose the same font that you had for the first line, or you could choose a different font, depending on your preference. And one thing to be aware of is when you see free engraving, 15 characters, or anything that says an engraving line with 15 characters, those 15 characters mean not just letters and numbers, but also includes the spaces, punctuation, any dashes, any additional things that's considered a space. So okay, we have July 4, 2010 enter, and actually looking at this, that kind of looks odd with this font. The 0 looks too big. So let's try Clarendon. That looks a lot better. So a couple ways you could enter your font. You could do July 4th. You could do 7/4/2012. There's a lot of options that you have. Like you can mess around and see what you think would look like best. One thing with engravings is how it's engraved on item is the engraver selects when they start engraving, they make it look best. However, it'll look best on item. That's how they engrave it. The engravings are always centered, so centered on item and the size of it, however, looks best. So for example, I think I like better that July 4th. July 4th, 2012 in the Clarendon font. The only thing is this item, I want John to be on the front of the lighter, but I want the date to be actually on the back of the lighter in order to do this, what you have to do is actually put a comment about this when you check out. And I'll show you how to do that very shortly. But first thing is, let me show you about our other options. If you want this item gift wrap for John's birthday, for extra $4 charge, you could gift wrap his lighter. And for expedite engraving, if you select yes, this is extra $4 charge on top of the lighter. What this means is, for example, say you're placing your order on Monday and you need that lighter in a short space of time, you need it by Friday or Saturday. So to guarantee that this comes in time, it's best to you really need to select expedite engraving as your option. So if you place your order Monday, orders are processed the next business day, and either your lighter will ship out on Tuesday or Wednesday, because expedite engraving takes 1 to 2 business days versus regular engraving, which takes 3 to 4 days. And for the shipping option, I have another video that explains which shipping options you need to select if you need to speed up the process to rush your order. Okay, so let's for now just use an example. We have expedite engraving. So once you enter all the things you need, just add to cart. Okay, so Next thing is you proceed to checkout. Or first, what you probably want to do is just check your engravings to make sure everything looks right. Okay, John, first line font is Helvetica. Second line, July 4, 2012, Claridon. And yes, I have birthday. Yes, I have expedite engraving. Proceed to checkout. Okay, and I mentioned before that I actually want that second line, the date of his birthday, on the back of the lighter. So what I need to do is, at the very bottom of the page, you'll find this comments optional section. I want to enter is for first line of engraving on the front of the lighter, then second line of engraving on the back. So just put some type of comments. You can even enter your engraving in there again just to give them an example. Like this is line 1 on the front, line 1, 2 on the back. And even if you have, for example, if you want to add additional line engraving, any additional line engraving is $5.95 per line. That's where you enter that information. Another thing you can also enter here too is a note like saying happy birthday, John, or whatever you like. Thank you for this. This is where you can enter those comments. So once you do that, you just have to enter your shipping information, billing information, and payment method. And for more about shipping options, there's another video that how to calculate your shipping costs that'll explain more about the shipping methods. Okay, and that's how you enter engraving on the item.